Once we've learned to roll along on our skateboard with confidence, we need to learn to turn. There are two ways to learn. The kick turn, which we'll cover later, and carving, which we'll do now. Carving is where we move our weight over our toes and our heels, which causes the trucks to flex and turn.
First, try it on the spot.
Lean onto your toes. Hold it there. Hold it there. Lean back onto your heels. Hold it there.
This is harder. This is because you can't see through the back of your head, and you have to do this kinesthetically. That is by feeling how our body moves.
Don't lift the shoes off of the board. Don't lift the wheels off of the ground.
Practice this for as long as you need before you start doing it whilst rolling along. Okay, once you're comfortable with this, you can try it rolling along. Try placing a marker down and make it your goal to carve towards the marker. Turning right, if you're regular, you'll lean on the toes to turn right. If you're goofy, you'll use your heels. Turning left, if you're regular, you'll lean on your heels to turn left, and goofy on your toes. Once you've learned to carve on your skateboard on both the heel and toe edge, you can start to link turns. Setting yourself up with a slalom course is the best way to practice this. An important thing to learn with the slalom is where to place your board at the start. When you're in the skate park or on the street, you usually have a path, or line as it's known in skate lingo. Where you place your board will make it easier or harder to get where you want to be. The most common beginner mistake is to point your board directly at the object you're trying to get around. Don't. Point it so that you pass it closely alongside. Stay close to the objects you're trying to get around. Don't take wide, sweeping lines, or you'll need to take an extreme measure to correct your line. As you get better at carving, bring the markers closer together. The most common reason for falling off your skateboard, apart from a crap board, is poor foot positioning. A common mistake is the placement of the toe of the front foot. It should be close to the edge of the board, or for adults, hanging over the edge of the board. To use the bicycle analogy, once again, the handlebars are first used to correct our centre of gravity and stay upright before we ever use them to actually steer. The trucks on a skateboard perform this same function. Now imagine you are holding the handlebars very close to the handlebar stem. Have you ever tried that? You need to use much more strength to turn the handlebars, and you have much less fine control. Correcting your centre of gravity and therefore staying upright is harder. When your toes are too near the centre of the board, you will find you have the same problem. That's it. Now you can carve, you can safely take it to the skate park. For a challenge, put some markers around the skate park that you have to carve around for a bit of fun. Learning to carve the bowl is a next step.